Hello, it's Daryl, Maine Catholic guy, back again. This time do a proper video. Last one I did when I was walking, it cut off. I don't know where it cut off, so let me just say I'm out here on my deck, like I said, and starting Monday, we'll be replacing this thing. I don't know if it picked up on the last video, but this deck here is all full of splinters and just falling apart. And so it's time to get it replaced. Hopefully, it's supposed to take a couple days. Hopefully the rain will hold off on Tuesday so they can finish it. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if I'll end up posting the other video or not. Depends on where it cut off and whatever. But summer's coming to an end rather quickly. Not looking forward to what's coming. I do like the, even though I do like the heat, I don't mind the humidity and the heat, but I like it like it is now. It's probably in the mid 70s, low humidity, nice and refreshing. If it could be this way year round, it would be perfect, but there is no such thing as perfect as far as weather goes. So yeah, they dumped off the wood here for the deck earlier today, and they're supposed to be here early in the morning on Monday to begin work, so it'll be good. I'll have a few weeks of good deck use before the bad weather hits. One thing they're doing, I'll show you. Right now I got a railing all around the deck, as you can see here. Over there is where the steps are. And I don't know how much of that came out, but new deck, there's going to be no railing. It's going to be one step all the way around the deck. I guess it's going to be like maybe a foot or two shorter than smaller than this deck. They did that so they could just have one board all the way across, as opposed to like it is now. If you can see, they got boards all the way across, and by doing it that way, there won't be any gaps that'll form over time. It'll just look a lot nicer too. It's going to be pressure treated wood. I wanted to get the good stuff, but that was way too expensive. I guess they call it maintenance free or whatever, but that was a couple grand more than I could afford, so I went with pressure treated. And so that's that. I got some work to do this weekend. I gotta obviously clear this deck off. Won't be that bad, but just gotta move the tables and chairs, and I got this weather station up there. That's my old weather station I put up there just to have a place to put it. I'm going to get rid of that because it used to be everything except for, what was it? I think it was the humidity. The humidity didn't work on it. Seems like there was something else that didn't work, but the temperature used to work, the rain gauge used to work. yeah, it just uh, now the temperature reading always reads, I think it's like 88.4 all the time. I could probably mess around with some of the sensors and fix that, but this thing I've had, oh, probably for the better part of 10 years, and I got my new weather station that's working really good. So I'm just going to dump that, no use saving it. And I got these solar lights that I've had since I bought the house, or I got them after I bought the house, but they don't work now anyway, so I'll just ditch them. I won't have a place to put them anyway, since the new deck isn't going to have a railing. So yeah. So other than that, nothing going on that much. Well, I'll give a look at some projects I'm looking at doing, well, anytime now when the cooler weather gets here. These, show you my weather station. I think I might have shown it before. And that's that. It's a good unit. Works pretty good. That's the bug zapper. Haven't ran it too much this year because I haven't really been out on the deck that much. This is my my junk hole. I want to have the dump guy or somebody. Oh, the plane. Don't know if you saw that, but anyway, it's a plane. I want to have the dump guy or somebody come in. I got this stuff here that I want to clear out. I also got some stuff inside, some junk I want to clear out. When the cooler weather gets here, you can notice there's some dead trees. And I want to clear them out, cut them down, get the old sawzall, or I got a pole saw too I can use, but just buzz them down. Well, I want to see if I can buzz these back. They'll die off in the winter anyway, but I want to see if I can cut them back. These things here, especially the sumac stuff, I want to get rid of all that. See about cutting down sumac tree there. I've been wanting to do that for a couple of years. This is where I put the brush I cut down earlier this year and the trees that I cleared off from the roof of the house. I want to see if I can, well, my hope had been to cut some of this up into firewood for the fire pit. Haven't used that as much as I wanted this year either, but now that it's getting a little cooler, maybe I'll use it a little more before the snow flies. Oh yeah, and some other stuff I want to trim down. You can see how the shed is getting covered over. So I want to take the pole saw and cut down that tree there. Not too keen about getting in back there. Here's holes where I got anything from skunks to groundhogs in there. Of course, my dog likes to go after groundhogs. I kind of frown on him going after skunks for obvious reasons, but luckily he hasn't had any trouble with that in the last few years. I think it was the second year I had him. He, before I had this gate up, or before I put this fence up, he got into the woods, and I don't know if the skunk was already dead or if he did it, but he tried to bring me a present, and luckily, the reason I'm thinking it was already dead is because the odor wasn't that bad. I mean, it was there. I mean, any time you're talking about skunk odor, it's bad, but it didn't smell like he actually got sprayed, because it wasn't overwhelming. I was able to get some, I was able to scrub him down pretty good with some stuff, and ended up getting some spray stuff that you can get for skunks. When they get into skunks, they have this spray stuff you can get, clean them down, and it helps the smell go down. Yeah, it still stunk for a couple days, but it was all right. Not as bad as it could have been. Yeah, this is another thing I want to do. I want to get in here, just cut that back a little bit. You can see the old fence I used to have. Thinking about I want to take that down too, but I don't know, maybe I'll keep it up as a buffer to keep some of the other brush away from this fence. And if I can work on maybe cutting this back, and that's cut back pretty good. I want to cut some of this back, and once I do that, then it'll be easier to walk around with the mower or whatever and weed whacker, and keep it cleaned up next year and from here on out. Yeah, one thing I've tried to get done, I wanted to get it done this year, but never ended up doing it, is get a repair done on this gate. As you can see, it's in rough shape. There's the wood for the deck, and I got to use the straps here to keep the gate closed, and so I want to get a more permanent solution for that. That's my stick shift car over there, a Subaru Forester, 2011. Runs pretty good. You know, sometimes I have to grind them to find them, but no, I'm getting a little better than that. Getting a little better. Still had a couple times when I grinded them a little bit, but things are going pretty good. I took it, went to my rod and gun club meeting last week, or actually it was this week, Wednesday I think it was, yeah, Wednesday. And so it was good getting used to driving it around. And yeah, so I'm happy about that. Still want to get it on the interstate. Haven't been on the interstate or turnpike. So, build up some speed on it. Of course, the issue isn't speed, once you go up through the gears, I mean, that's fine. The issues are stop and go traffic and, hills, turning, downshifting to make turns and stuff. That's the stuff I got to work on. Actually, driving on the turnpike and building speed that's nothing. That's the easy part. It's the driving around town in traffic and everything. That's the stuff I got to work on. So yeah, it's keeping me busy. I got a lot of stuff planned. I don't know how much I'll get to, but that's what I want to do. Obviously, there's issues finding time and, getting out and doing things. Got the important stuff done. I got the my light over the garage. Like I said in the other video, if I post it, just installed a new motion sensor on it. The other one kicked the bucket, wasn't working. Tried some stuff, replaced the bulbs, put LED lights in, which is good. I like them. I love them, actually. Not only are they good lights, they're a lot cheaper to run. So, yeah, I like those. And so I replaced the bulb. That didn't help. I reset the sensor by cutting the power to it for a couple hours and turning it back on. That didn't help anything. So yesterday I replaced the motion sensor, and now it seems to be working like a charm. So yeah, it's a good thing. Give you an idea how hot it is. Usually in the summertime, or obviously it's not hot now, but how hot it was this summer. Usually during the summer, my electric bill on a bad month was about $150. This year it's over, this year, but this last bill that I had for the summer months was over $200. And I'm not impressed with that, but it is what it is. I'm running 3, sometimes 4 air conditioning units in here during the bad days. 2-bedroom units. Then I got the 1 unit in the living room, kitchen / dining room. And on the real bad days, I've had to get my other standalone unit and put it right in the living room to give the extra cooling. So yeah, it's been a battle. I'm gonna try something different next year if I can. I'm gonna I think go buy 2 window units. One that's in the dining living room now, and another that's actually in the living room. And probably get some mid-size units, and that way there, I believe what I can do is run them in tandem with each other, so they'll be more efficient. So on days where it's not too bad, get away with running 1 unit. And days where it's hot and humid and bad, the 2 units would work together, and so 1 unit doesn't have to work as hard. The bedroom units we got work great. I just got a new one this year in my room, and the one in my mom's room is fairly new, so that works like a charm. I mean, I'd go in and put it on just before we were about to go to bed, and it would be 80 degrees in the bedroom, and within a few minutes it's down to 70. So same thing in my room. It takes a little longer, but I got a smaller unit. But in no time it was down to like 65, 63, which is where I like it. I've even had it down about 61, which that gets a little too chilly. But I like it about 63, 65 for sleeping. I know it's probably a little cooler than most people like it, but it's what it is. My mom's pretty much the same way. She doesn't mind it when it's 65, 66, so she keeps hers a little warmer. So that's good. It's funny because my mom and I would talk, and in the summertime, you put the air conditioner on, it gets down to 63, 64. That's great. Yeah. Wintertime, when it gets down to 64, 65, it's turn the heat up. But yeah. Thing is my room, I don't know what it is, whether it's the insulation or the fact that I might have hot water pipes going through my wall, but in the wintertime, I have to keep my window open even when it's below zero, because otherwise my room will be like 75, 76 degrees, and I just can't sleep like that. So I adjust my window. There's times when I'll have my window wide open, and my room will only be 67, 66, somewhere around there. And it's crazy. I wish the whole house was like that in a way, because I wouldn't have to run my heat that much. But yeah, it gets pretty cold in my mother's room. I'm able to keep, she tolerates the heat down about 65, 66 in the winter, so that's pretty good. The living room, when we're in the living room, I keep it about 67, 68 in the winter time. On the real cold days, I might bump it up to 69, 70, depending on how it is. But yeah, it's been pretty good. Well, I noticed that I'm getting about 23, 24 minutes now, so I think I'll end this video before I ramble on and on and on. Not that I already haven't, but yeah, I'll put an end to this video, and God bless you all. And there's a squirrel, and let's see if he's gonna... Now, I guess squirrel's gonna run the other way, but thought you might see some action with him going after it, but he doesn't look like he's ready to go after anything. So anyway, have a great day, weekend. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video.